I'm
Pardon me while I drink my water.
The curtain has been lifted. Welcome to Back Talk, not Snack Talk, but we have talked about, if y'all send us snacks, we'll do a segment.
Snack talk.
If there's a snack that we've never tried before, we talked about making a segment.
For breakfast, yeah, live, Burger Breakfast live on Thursdays. We'll do it.
Wait a minute, so you're asking people to send you random stuff so you can eat it live?
Edible.
Well, yeah.
Sealed. We'll check. And, that's pretty much it.
You realize how broad a net you are casting by simply saying edible and sealed.
Sure, but if we think it's like horrifically bad, it may not even make the show. Besides, we've eaten some stuff we got at Essen that I'm pretty sure has already passed some of these things. We got that salt candy or whatever that was.
Yeah, I didn't try that.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
It was like the best stuff. You gotta have some.
You're lying.
Have you ever had salt?
I watched him start dry heaving after he put it in his mouth.
Have you ever, just taken some salt and put it on your tongue?
I don't need to after watching the effect it had on you.
All right.
It's good. I like it.
Oh, the one chip challenge?
What's the one chip challenge?
Where you can only eat one chip?
No. There's these Dorito chips or something like that, where the stuff on it's so hot it comes sealed in a package. And I've seen videos of people eating them online where they are like, I can handle this, and then they're like dry heaving, and it's that hot.
Why would you eat something that hot? It's a single chip in a bag?
I would do it for a video.
I guess. All right.
Okay, so I may have gone and looked them up. They were really expensive. They're like out of stock right now or whatever, so finding them is pretty pricey.
It's because everybody's making a stupid video.
Oh my goodness me.
I think I'd be here with a gallon of milk. Loaf of bread. All right, so today's Back Talk is about February bestsellers, February bestsellers. Thanks.
There you go.
Alrighty, so this will be a quick one, and then we'll take some questions from y'all.
I'm dropping my phone.
So, as always, when we talk about bestsellers of each month, we get our information. You can sit up now. All right, we get our information from Cool Stuff Games. Cool stuff in stock. All right, so
Ooh, he did the motto.
You're cool.
Well, I'll give you guys clues as to each one. This is
I have
a very.
list.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Give us your list, and we'll see how many you get right.
You want to do your list, and I'll tell you.
No. Give us the list first.
Get away. Put your head down. You want me to give you this list first, and then you'll tell me?
Sure.
Fine. I'll just. These are just randomized, really, as they came up.
This is also your chance to guess.
All right, fine. Here I go. I have 11 of them.
Okay.
Azul.
Okay.
Century Golem Edition.
Okay.
Chronicles of Crime.
Uh-huh.
Gloomhaven.
Right.
Reef.
Uh-huh.
Star Wars Rebellion.
That's 6.
Terraforming Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Ganshon Clever.
Got it.
Baron Park.
Uh-huh.
The Game. And Fireball Island.
Good news. I believe you got 1.
Wow.
Really?
And it's number 10.
Okay.
I think. I can only see up to 6 on the screen here. Okay.
All right, well, let's find out.
So number 10's on that list, and it's one I wouldn't even thought you would have put on the list. It's from a company that no longer exists, but was picked up by a new company.
Which of these no longer exist? Baron Park?
Yeah, Baron Park, because it was from Mayfair Games originally.
That was from Lookout, I thought.
It says Mayfair right there in the box.
Lookout.
Yeah, but it's Z-Man now, I think.
Oh, okay. All right, good. I got that
So why
one.
did you pick this one? Because it came back in stock in February, was it?
I looked through February's.
Oh, the games that came in.
It looked like reprint, and then I clicked on it, and it said they were sold out already, or it said like limit 1 per customer, and I'm like, aha.
Oh, a limit 1 per customer is always a clue. All right, well, the next 2 are not necessarily games, but experiences. You forgot about the escape rooms.
No, I didn't, but they're counting like one game. I mean, those
Well,
would
they sell
make
them
it.
one at a time, yeah. But
Okay,
there was
so what is
3,
it?
and only 2 made it. So number 9 is the Night of the Boogeymen. Sorry, because there's 4 Boogeymen in this one.
So this single.
And then number 8 is...
Wow, really? So
Shahrazad's
that single
Last
pack and then this single pack sold enough to be in the top 10 selling products of the
And
month?
number 11 is the
Shahrazad's-
third one.
Wow.
Shahrazad's Tale.
Now,
That's amazing.
a lot of the games you picked are from one company.
Yeah,
What company?
from Plan B Games.
Well,
or
number
Next
7.
Move,
Number 7 is from Plan B,
but it's not
but
one
it's
I
not
said.
one that you listed.
Is it Azul Sintra?
No.
Is it
Stuffed
something
Fables.
else?
No, Stuffed Fables is Plaid Hat.
Is it from,
It's from a different branch. It's not from Next Move.
it's from Plan B?
It's from Plan B overall, yes.
Is it, I know, the workers at the yard thing. What's that called?
Men at Work.
Man at work. Sam got it, not Z. Because he said the proper name.
Eureka!
What is Men at Work?
It's the dexterity. Oh.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, man. Come
Has
on.
All
to
right.
be in the form of a question. All right, good, yeah.
I'm actually surprised at this
That's
because
a
I
big
thought
game, that's expensive, and it's a dexterity game.
I also thought this was the least popular of the ones for so far. Flick 'em Up did really well.
Right.
Then we had the
And yeah, for those of you that don't know, Pretzel Games is part of Plan B. Or at least they seem to be.
the next one's a huge surprise to me because
Okay.
we just talked about this in the news, and I guess that they must have found old stock of this game, or maybe Fantasy Flight's selling out of it,
Okay.
and that is Talisman, 4th edition.
Ah, wow. Really? Yeah, I thought they were sort of in the works to bring it back now.
Now,
this
Pegasus
is
is bringing it back.
And this is what they've
I'm
got
guessing
left.
Fantasy Flight's pulling out of all their extra stock.
Got
That's
it.
what I would guess.
Got it. Okay.
Number 5 is a game that I would not have thought did so well. It's an older game that was just reprinted from
Okay.
Lookout Games. We got someone in our game group who plays this almost every meetup at this point in time, and I keep pointing out that it is not one of Rosenberg's best games, but they seem to enjoy it, and how dare they?
I don't know.
It's At the Gates of Loyang.
Okay.
Who plays this?
Alex,
see.
Alex and his wife play it like
Really?
all the time.
Well, I've heard that this is very similar to the new one. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, the Reichhold.
Reichhold, thank you.
Yeah, and so maybe they thought, hey, we'll bring that back. But
I'd like to try it, honestly, because I played Reichhold, and I think, from what I understand, the thing in Reichhold that I liked came from this. The other stuff in Reichhold I thought was just okay. I didn't really like that game very much, but I heard this was a core sort of jumping off point for that. I'd like to try it. I heard it's kind of lighter than Agricola, right?
Yes,
you say
I would
so?
like to go back. It's been well over
been a
a
while.
while since I played this. That's not a good sentence, but anyway,
It's been well over a while, yeah.
I'd like to try it again, maybe.
It makes sense. It's been much longer than a while.
Number
Wow.
4 is a very popular game that came out came out last year, but just now coming into stock. Was one of the most popular games played at Dice Tower West by far. It's not Wingspan.
Oh, I was about to say, that's not out.
It won a major award in 2018.
Is it a Euro game?
It's a Wolfgang Warsch game.
Is it The Mind?
No, it's not the mine.
Ganz schön clever.
No, it's Quacks of Quedlinburg.
Ah, why did I pick the wrong one? Ganz schön clever, man.
All right, the next game is a game Sam has played. I'm pretty sure he won't play it again.
Doing really well. That was a great pickup for North Star Games, man.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding. Really?
They did well, and that's really not. See, this is the kind of thing that might have, even for an outs. If I'm thinking outside the box, I'd say like R&R. They've been picking up some Euro games, but North Star,
Yeah.
that's a grab and a half there. Well done.
Have you played this one yet, Sam?
Quacks?
Yeah.
No.
Did you quack it up?
I wonder if you would like it because it is pulling stuff from a bag, and you
Oh,
tend to
yeah, I love
to
that.
hate that.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Well, the next one you've played, I don't know if you liked it or not. I know it took you a long time because I taught it initially. This is a Pfister game, and I don't think you've played this one yet. I'm kind of surprised it's on the list, and that is Blackout Hong Kong.
No, I didn't like this.
Okay, I have not played.
I was really excited to try it, though, because I love the idea.
Yeah, but it's definitely a heavy Euro, right?
And the box looks like it's going to be awesome. And no.
What was that sound? It was a cool timber.
The next game is a game I don't believe any of us have played.
I don't think it's out.
It's definitely out.
Oh, okay.
I actually thought when I first
You
saw
don't know
this,
it.
I thought it was a different game.
Right, right.
This is a solitaire only game.
Ooh. And it's number 2?
Let me think. Give me a hint.
It looks like a
Only
choose
one
your own
person
adventure
can play it
game.
at a time.
It looks like a choose your own adventure game, but it's not.
And it's a solitaire only game.
I don't think we've got it. The
I'm
company who makes it is
confused.
Tau Leader Games.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, is it that, the Deep Space...
Ah, yes. Okay, this has been getting tons of buzz, yeah. I have not played it. I think you're right. It is a solitaire game.
I think I want to play it, though, because it looks cool. You don't think so? You played it?
No, but I've watched Chris Diaz play it on his video. On our channel, he did a video for it.
Oh, right.
And it looked very boring. And I don't recall, but I don't think he liked it very much either.
Well, it's doing really well.
It is doing extremely
But
well.
every time I see it, I think House of Danger. I know they made it.
Oh, I know.
I'm surprised they didn't get sued for this, because
They didn't change their mind. It's so like that. There's two things going for it. It sort of makes me think of Star Trek, which I think is not that's not an accidental thing, right?
It didn't just come out. It came out a few years ago. They just came out with a new expansion for it.
Maybe it was a print and play before.
I don't remember. I have
Sure
no idea.
screams.
Honestly, I hadn't heard about it until I saw that video that he made.
Yeah, I'd like to try it, but honestly, I'm not going out of my way to do so.
I'm surprised you didn't put number 1 on your list at all. This is the most popular game that's being talked about right now for the last 7 months.
I don't have my finger on the pulse of the gaming world like you do. What is it? Oh, I've heard of it, yeah.
I am
Root!
I was.
The only thing I can think
Here's the
of...
thing, though. If you look at my list and you turn it sideways, Root right there.
Actually, I thought you said Root, but that was Reef. Here's what I'm thinking. Azul's not on the list at all. I'm assuming they must have been out of stock in February. That must be what happened.
I guess so, yeah, because
if we go by
maybe everyone finally has one.
Yeah, there's that. If we go by amount of money, Root is still number 1, but number 2, shooting on the list, is Gloomhaven. Here's the thing. I think February was probably a slow month, period. The numbers are probably down. Number 3
I've heard it's a slightly shorter month. I don't know if you can confirm or deny that.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sorry.
Got it. Number 3, for money, it's Blackout Hong Kong. Number 4, Deep Space D6, which is pretty impressive.
For money, it's a little game.
Yeah.
Whoa.
5, Quack. 6, Gates. 7, Dinosaur Island, snuck on.
Okay.
8, Talisman, 9 Men at Work. 10, New Frontiers, because probably one copy sold, and that made that game so
pricey,
expensive.
Right? It's pretty pricey, yeah.
All right, let's go to expansions. Did you write those down?
No. I didn't realize we did those. I remember we did that.
Good. Okay, well, whatever.
All right, let's do it.
Well, the expansions, you probably can guess what they are. Just pick popular games for expansions.
Root.
Any others? Guesses before we show? I'm always
Blackout
showing the
Hong
top
Kong, 5. Quacks of Quedlinburg, Quackery.
There's no expansion.
The Quackening.
All right. Number 5, Terraforming Mars Prelude.
Quaker Oats.
Quaker Oats.
Okay.
Number 4,
Quacker.
Feast for Odin Norwegians, which...
Oh, okay.
The other Rosenberg game. Number 3.
The other, he's got 2.
Caverna. No, the other one that came out with an expansion.
Oh, that's right. That's surprising that both of those got expansions almost back to back, too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Then number 2, Sam mentioned just recently, the Deep Space D6 Endless. That cover is not selling that game that expansion to me at all, man.
Okay. All right.
And then Z just said it. Number 1 was Root.
It was Root. Okay.
The River Folk expansion. They got the other expansion on.
That's
it works this way, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, it's on Kickstarter, but you can buy the first expansion now.
Yep.
Wow.
Also, Colonies, Great Western Trail, Concordia, Scythe, Muse.
The Fenris
Flamme
expansion
Rouge.
is what that is?
No, the Scythe one's that little Encounters pack.
Yeah, that's new.
That's doing really. It's also cheap, so there's that. Number 16 was Resident Evil 2 Malformations of G-Core expansion.
Yeah, the Malformations of G-Core, yeah. If you've played the game, you would know.
When's the last time you played a Resident Evil computer game? Video game, I guess it was never on the computer.
I played...
Never.
I played the very first one, and that was it.
I haven't ever
I
played
want to say I played Resident Evil 2, and I'm just trying to remember if that was on N64. That was the last one.
Well, how many of the movies have you seen?
Zip.
I think there's 4 of them, right?
Well, once you go to video, I think there's a whole ton more. You and I saw the first one together. Remember that? Because we were basically betting on who would survive to the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, those movies.
The elevator scene still makes me squeamish. I always worry about getting caught in an elevator door and then it moving. I don't know why. I'm a big guy. I feel like my shirt will get caught in an elevator door.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Like a little. I got it. Yeah, no, I don't like those. I don't like scary video games.
All right. Well, that is the top sellers of February 2019.
All right.
All right, back talk. We'll take a few questions from you all, and then we're going to get going because we have a lot of stuff to do. We've unboxed a gazillion games this week on video.
It's an approximation, about a gazillion.
Does it feel like a gazillion?
Yes.
And there are so many of them that look amazingly bad.
He just lied straight.
I said amazingly bad.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
He lied right up until the last word.
You look pretty ugly.
Ugh.
Yep.
All
Other
right.
questions yet?
Comments on Carnival Zombie? We'll talk about that in our next crowd surfing comments. Have any of you played with the Etsy Underwater Cities component upgrades? I haven't played with them, but I set the game up with them. They look really cool.
Okay.
Z, you said you tweaked rules for Zombicide. Can you quickly summarize them?
Oh, I got like an email about this. I must have offhandedly said I changed some stuff. Okay, fine.
It's probably the same person.
This will help then. I mean, it's not very formal. I don't know. So here's what I did. Okay, the things I don't like that the deck in that game is very diluted with a bunch of garbage weapons. Like some of them are even the starting ones. It sucks to be searching, especially in that one scenario where you need water and food, and find some starting weapon a third of the deck in. So those are out. I also removed a bunch of duplicates so that the deck is tighter. Searching now is much more likely to give me something good, okay? I don't have the breakdown of those cards, just make it up. And then the other thing I changed is
splitting.
That I don't like the rule, which I really don't know how this made it onto the game, honestly, that when a group of zombies can get to your location following 2 equidistant paths, they will split and you will add a zombie if the groups would be different.
Uneven,
yeah, sorry. Uneven.
Because one of them's an amoeba. He's like, Rah!
And then if they, so what ends up happening in some scenarios is you get to a point they would split to get to me, and I have to add a zombie here. And then this group moves, but this one can again split, and I split them and add another one here, and it's just dumb. So I roll a die, and they go this way or that way. That's it.
I like those rules. I like the search one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If there's one thing I hate about a game, it's when you search and get something that's garbage. I don't mind getting something I'm like, I don't need this. But when you find a piece of garbage, I know that's thematic, I guess, like you're searching.
Well, you get to search one time in a building per round. It's like, sometimes you run back into a building to hope to, like, pull off a Hail Mary kind of thing, and you pull, it's like, this is my starting dagger.
Yeah.
That's mainly it, I think. Something else I did was, if you have the expansion that has the NPCs, there's, I think they're called NPCs, something like that, the fancy people in town that you can kill for an extra bonus. The rules say you're supposed to reach in a bag and pull one out randomly, and when you kill like 5 different models, then you get a bonus or whatever. For one thing, you're reaching in a bag, so you can kind of feel like this is a chubby guy, I already have one of him. So I just ignore that rule. Once you get 5 different ones, or 5. Once you kill 5, I don't care what model it is. So I treat them all the same. So that's it.
We're learning a lot of interesting things today from this. All right. Have I got any negative feedback from my brass review? I mean, there's been some negative comments online, but
You said it wasn't for you, right?
Yeah, sure, but I mean, some people were still unhappy with that. If you do a negative, I don't know that we have ever, any of us, have done a negative review of a game and not had negative feedback on that review.
Sure.
If the game was even a little bit popular. If it's the game nobody likes, sure. But anytime any of us say something negative about any game, we're told what a moron we are.
Yeah.
I also find it interesting that people demand objective reviews, but only when we're negative about the game. if I say a game's fantastic, no one's ever like, hey, calm down there, buddy. I want an objective review.
You keep on using that word. I don't think you
whatever.
think it means what you think it means.
All right.
There's no such thing as an objective review.
Tom and Sam, when's the last time you played TI4? For me, when it came out. I played it a couple times, and that was that.
That's it, really?
So, yeah, that's the last time I played it. Sam's played it. I know he played at Dice Tower Con for sure. I saw you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the last time I think we played it. I don't know about you. I'm pointing at Roy.
I played it since then.
You have?
Sam, are you going to be playing Blood Rage Digital?
I didn't back it, so...
Oh, I did. Maybe I'll give you my code.
You don't want it?
I backed it to get the physical stuff. I really did.
I'd rather have that, but...
Well, you will. It's going to go in the Dice Tower collection. It's the same stuff. You're going to be the Dice Tower copy of Blood Rage has been played by Sam way more than me.
What if you put the code in the library? Would that work?
No.
Okay, so maybe I'll just put an iPad on the shelf. And you want to play digital games? Go ahead. Please don't take the iPad.
What iPad? It was right there.
Are we excited for the new Roll for the Galaxy expansion? I've actually played it, and we'll be reviewing it in a few weeks. Have any of you had your hair cut while you were sleeping? Is this
Somebody asked me that on Monday.
Is this like a Samson thing?
Who asked that?
Frosky.
I don't recognize that name. That must be something that's going around, because somebody asked me on Monday if I have ever cut somebody's hair while they were sleeping. And I
don't know.
said no.
Sorry, I don't. I must be a young people thing. Roy? No? The answer would be no for me.
Roy's only 23, so that's why we asked.
Okay, this happened with Jimmy when he was like 3. He screamed when we cut his hair. So I was like, all right, Larry, this is what we'll do. We'll wait till he's sleeping and cut it then.
So you have done this.
So I walk in, I'm like,
yes.
The minute you touch his hair, I was like, so then he screamed while half asleep as we cut his hair, which was even better.
That
Why don't
sounds
you just
very
take the kid to the
traumatizing.
barbershop?
Yeah.
That's scarier because it's people you
No,
don't
because
know.
I don't want him screaming at the barbershop. But the last time I cut his hair, he didn't scream. So I'm like, all right,
They have
maybe
kid-
the barbershop is on the
They
thing.
have kid barbershops where they have
Why
like
didn't
little, like
Like horses and things you can ride.
yeah, you can sit on it. And
Have
it's
you
like
looked
fun.
Have you looked at like the price of those
I'm
barbershops?
just saying, it would be less traumatic for your son.
Why would he scream? I don't understand. Because of the noise of the thing?
I think so. Also, if your hair gets pulled at all, sometimes it just does.
It hurts. People
I'm not a barber.
No, I got it.
People's
Why would
heads
you
are-
just not, like, trim his hair with a pair of scissors or something?
Well, I did, and then my daughters all yelled at me for how it looked.
Oh, he can worry about styles when he's older.
All right.
That's what I think.
I don't think patches.
Where's the
is a
first
style.
contact review? That's going up today or tomorrow
Buy
or
that kid a hat.
soon. Have you seen the Dragon's Tomb comedy board game how-to videos?
That was a lot of words. What?
The Dragon's Tomb. He's the guy who makes those videos that's like, here's how to play Jenga, but then totally makes
Oh,
up
yeah.
I love
Dude's
his
hilarious.
stuff.
That stuff is hilarious. Yes, I've seen a couple of them.
To me, it's amazing that he does the whole thing, just rolls it right off. Never once breaks character.
Well, it's not live, is it?
That's true. Let's see. There's no such thing as an objective review. Someone agrees with you. We have not played the LA expansion for Detective. I don't even think... Well, no, you opened the box.
Yeah, it just came like yesterday.
Yeah.
It just showed up. So, no, it's going to be a bit.
Has Roy ever had his hair spiked up while sleeping?
I assume if you fell asleep. Yeah,
Come on,
it's
ask us
always-
a good question. Come on, what's this? There's a method of cutting hair by burning little by little.
That sounds like a fantastically bad idea.
No. There are, I don't know where they are. They're in one of the Asian countries, I believe, that actually, a lot of the barbers actually specialize in that. And they will burn your hair instead of cutting it. And they have it, it's like I've seen videos of it.
Would you do it?
No.
No thanks.
All right. Well,
Plus
I meant
the
even if
smell.
forget that.
Have
I'm
you
saying even if you
smelled
had hair.
Burnt hair? It's awful.
Some of us are a little pyro, so.
That smell is horrific.
It
Okay.
is.
Um,
It's very bad.
Are there any more plans for the internet streams?
Versus. monster.
Yes, versus. I would.
Maybe. There's the problem with the
What have
versus
we
the
done
internet.
before? You've done some.
The problem with the versus the internet thing is the delay.
I know.
It's that 30-second delay, so you got to.
It's like playing with an AP person every turn.
It also takes.
I got people who are slower than that.
Yeah. It also takes another person in the studio. You can't just do it by yourself.
Well, we have those people now.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
it's possible. I'm not gonna say no, but
I've been thinking about starting doing another
You
memoir.
did Memoir
campaign.
44, right?
I've been thinking about doing that because
you want another whooping? Is that what you're saying?
It was really fun. No, I don't care if I got.
You
whooped,
did on
man. I
a
had lot
time
of
at
fun.
one point.
I did all kinds of stuff. I played adventure. I even did memoir one time. I did a whole pile of
We did
stuff.
Raptor one time too.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I got to get some more like solo plays done. So I'll do that. And the internet will help me sometimes. You know what I mean? That's nice, but then I don't have to wait on them. I can sort of move along, and if I see I did something wrong, or if I get stuck at a moment of thinking what to do long enough, those 30 seconds sort of pass, and then they help me. You know what I mean? That's great. That flows well.
Yeah, playing with the internet, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. Maybe someday we'll do an escape room with the internet, and someone can be like, "Look at that thing there."
Oh, the problem is, seeing everything, right? I mean, it's not like you can't pick it up.
Well, I'm
and
thinking
look at
about
it.
bringing in that monster I got at home because I'm like super stuck on
The
it.
big box
Yeah,
with a bunch
it's
of stuff in it.
stuff I don't even know where to start.
It's like a dead lizard in there and everything. It's really
No,
weird.
It's not that. There's no dead lizard. Okay. Do you feel that we encountered less trolling than a couple years back?
I don't think so.
If you mean in studio, no.
Matter of fact, that is probably exponentially risen.
This is like troll central.
That is not
right?
what they meant. They meant from viewers. I don't think it's any less. No.
It might be slightly less, if only because if all they are is a troll, I ban them.
Oh, sure, I guess.
So I guess there's fewer of those. There's still, I don't know. See, we use the word in the studio. We use troll as a positive thing, almost like, oh,
Just
you
mess
troll him.
around,
Ha.
being goofy.
That happens on the internet.
Being jerks online, like writing in jerky comments and stuff. It still happens.
Sure, but I don't think we got like people who consistently do it.
Well, they wouldn't stick around, is what you're saying.
We got people who consistently thumb stuff down. We were just talking about that before we started.
That's weird, yeah. Before this video started, there was one thumb down on it, and it's like...
People didn't want to hear about February bestsellers.
That happens a lot.
I don't know.
It's almost every video we do.
That does not bother us anymore. Thumbs down is what it is. It's if you like are living or dying by those thumbs down, you're going to get out of YouTube pretty quickly, I think.
Right.
We actually, whenever there's a video with no thumbs down, it's kind of like,
Yeah, we kinda-
sir, good job that no one noticed you put that video up because that's the only reason. Let's see here. I know Tom blings out a lot of his games. What's a game that you have blinged out to Sam and Z?
Let me think. I know I've done it to a few little things. Like I did it to 51st State a little bit. I did it to Imperial Settlers a little bit.
I did Bang the Dice game. I bought the...
You bought a big bullet and put it inside?
Negative. The I don't know what they're from. There's I can't remember what company they make it, but they make like little wooden arrows and wooden bullets that are silver and gold. And I use those instead of the cardboard pieces. So
I've done it to Arkham Horror, the card game too. My set of like resources is sort of cobbled together from.
Are you using that giant box?
I'm using the giant box from Hobby Lobby.
No, I thought didn't you get like a special box for this?
Yeah. There's two of them now actually, but they're not like big enough to house everything, right? So I'm still using my
How long
hobby.
has this game been out? Less than a year, right?
Gosh, it feels like at least a year. What do you think, Roy? It's got to be, right? A while.
It's a couple years at least.
Couple years, maybe. Yeah, Hobby Lobby thing, and then all the resources again are kind of cobbled together from the original stuff that came in the box. Some manufacturers' bits that fit, and some other manufacturers' bits that is all sort of my own Frankenstein version of it. I'm happy with it.
Are there any celebrities you'd want to play games with, or more realistically, other streamers?
Garcia. Not you.
Who's Garcia?
I can't remember his first name.
I thought it was Maven, apparently.
Jorge Garcia, yeah. Jorge Garcia.
Oh! I want to play with Healy, but not you.
No. I didn't mean that. I was thinking Jorge Garcia. I just couldn't remember his first name.
It's okay.
Celebrities is tough because you don't know how that person is in real life. You only have their persona to go by that you come across.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've met Jorge Garcia and I met a few other people, but they're the only ones. For all I know, Tom Hanks is a jerk in board games.
That's the thing. I don't think I would want to necessarily do both of those things at the same time. If there's someone I admire, I don't think I want to meet them while I'm also playing a game with them. And
It's a good way to meet somebody, though. You kind of
I
talk.
don't think so. Not necessarily. It's very much about what's going on, unless they are very familiar with that thing.
Depends on the game you're playing, too.
Lifeboats. With also... You're out!
So I don't know. I don't know if I have a good answer for that.
Okay, well, as for streamers, I would say most of them I either have played games with or would be glad to. And I'm probably not all of them, but I mean, that's probably because my styles wouldn't mesh with everybody. I have played with some of them that, I would play with them again, but I don't would go out of my way. Ones I would go out of my way, the Murph brothers, I will always gladly play a game with them. Those guys are
really
hilarious.
The brothers
They're really
Murph.
fun.
The brothers Murph. They're actually the Murphy brothers Murph. Yes.
Yes, yeah, I like those guys. I've played with both of them, and they're
Efka from No Pun Included is very fun to play games with, him and his wife. I really enjoy playing with both of them. Sam's played with more streamers, I think, than anyone else, because you played with Rado, for sure. You played with the Shut Up and Sit Down gang.
Yeah. They're also very fun to play with. And so is Rado. I gotta make sure.
Sam was just
No, you gotta cover
throwing
the bases,
shade by
right?
accident all over the
hitting
place.
everybody today, man. Everybody today.
No, we had a great.
He's got the buses just lined up.
We had a great time playing. We played Village Attacks at the last Dice Tower Con, so Dice Tower West. So
Yeah, no, that's fun. Well, we've all played with Rado. You came down and played with us and stuff. Rodney Smith, I really like playing games with him. Someone's asking what happened to a couple of the contributors to different things, and sometimes they fade off the scene. They have other things to do. This isn't their job, and so people come and go. It's just how it works. We have not kicked anyone off, to be more clear.
Right, no.
Let's see. Are we in the middle of any Legacy games? Oh man, Legacy is like an albatross for me at this point. Because
the big white bird. Why?
no,
Albatross
around your neck,
what it is.
whatever. Okay, so I'm in the middle
Are you the
of.
only one able to troll?
Let me make sure this is closed. Hold on.
That was a really long setup for that joke.
No, I was trying to be silly.
Sorry.
Hey, jerk!
Okay, no, I'm in the middle of playing Zombie Kids Evolution with my kids, but that's because each game takes 10 minutes, and the chance of me playing a game with my kids is really high because they're there all the time.
Make them.
Although when we started it, my one daughter
I see a
said,
Legacy-ish kind of game over there that I wish we would play more of.
my one daughter said, we are going to finish this one, right? Because some of these games you said we'd play again, we haven't. I was like,
gotta call it
what
out,
did that
bro.
feel like?
shame.
They feel shameful? I bet it did.
Which one are you talking
They're
about?
old
There's
enough
two over
now.
there. Queensdale or Betrayal?
Queensdale.
What about Betrayal Legacy?
I could care less.
That's mean.
I'm sorry. I couldn't care less.
There you go. You did it too.
Would you
See,
play
I did
Betrayal
it too.
Legacy?
I corrected myself.
Maybe.
Right.
How many people do you need to play Betrayal Legacy? Maybe
One.
me and Roy will start smashing through it
Oh,
on our
okay.
two-player
Can you?
time
No,
thing.
not two people. No way. You can need more than two.
Every once in a while, one person betrays the other. Who's the betrayer? It's not me. I wonder who it is.
No, it's got to be at least three to 5 or 6 maybe. Queensdale, yeah, I had fun with that. Am I
Yeah,
in the
just the
middle?
problem
But
is
the
there's so
question
many
was, am I in the
games.
middle of any of them? Technically, yeah, like 4. Am I actively playing any right now that I played yesterday, intend to play tomorrow kind of thing? No, not really.
You're in 4? I'm ejecting you from Betrayal Legacy. You can cross that one off your list.
Fine, then I'm in 3. I don't know. I was just making up a number.
The problem is they come out and you're like, okay, do we tackle this? How far are we going to get in these? Like, when Pandemic Legacy 3 comes out, we're doing that.
Yeah.
Because we're already, like, invested. We've done the first 2, and it's Pandemic, so Z's involved with that.
If we don't, they'll start crying.
Yeah, it's a lot of weeping and stuff. We're going to play it live,
I don't like
too.
that we have to shotgun that game, actually. That's not something I enjoy.
We don't have to.
Well, we do kind of have to.
If we don't, here's the thing. If we don't shotgun a game, it fades out. Every time.
Which is exactly what's happening with
Every
those
single
others.
But
time.
none of those games is Pandemic Legacy caliber.
Fine. When we get Pandemic Legacy 3,
We're going to shotgun it.
Yeah, right. I mean,
I-
it's
It's the way
Maybe-
it out. Anyway,
maybe we won't.
Yeah,
that's how we're going to do it, which is fine and it's enjoyable. But honestly, yeah, that's like forcing yourself to watch, like this came up the other day, how I haven't seen Game of Thrones yet. At all. And somebody was like, oh, you could start it now. I'm like, yeah, but I'd have to shotgun a lot of that stuff to the point that I would probably just force myself to intake some episodes just to catch up. No, I don't want to do that. I want to watch it because it's fun. I don't want to, if I'm tired, but we have to do the 4th session of something, it's like, all right, let's do it. But it's because we're trying to get ahead, not
Well,
because...
maybe we'll just play it. We'll play it live.
Simply play
we'll put
once
big spoilers.
a month.
This will just say spoiler. We're not playing once a month. That's way too long. You're going to the other
finish.
extreme.
Once
Let
a
me finish.
month?
Once a month. And then the next month, we get another copy and we play it again once that month.
That's so stupid. You're such a troll. All right. Do I get trolled less these days? All right.
Nope.
That was a very long.
That was dumb.
That was a very long question there.
Keep going. You should have given people time to come up with questions.
That's true. Okay.
What's
blah,
that?
blah,
What did
blah,
I get?
blah,
What?
blah.
No.
How complicated it is to make a deck for Arkham Horror card game. This person says, I'm considering getting into it, but I don't want Magic the Gathering deck complexity.
No. It's pretty straightforward. Plus, they give you decks. In the rule book, they suggest starting decks for all the characters in there. You're good. It'll. You don't have to go from like 0 to 60 like you would in Magic if you were just being given a card, a pool of cards. It's that part's not so heady.
Let's see.
Hedy Lamar Headley.
People are talking about playing with different people. Tom Hanks would be good at Robinson Crusoe. They even wrote it Robinson Crusoe. Sorry. I know I said that wrong. I would watch Betrayal Legacy. Tom, were your taxes a bear because of having multiple employees and dealing with donations, YouTube, etc.? Yes. Also, I just don't like doing taxes. So there's that.
Whereas I love them.
You lie like a rug.
Yeah.
Rugs do lie.
Does anybody like doing taxes? I can't.
There's probably some
Not
guy
after-
in the
not after you start
eye or
having to pay for
H&R
it.
Block who's like, yes.
Not after you start having to pay for it. It ain't fun.
Right.
It ain't fun
Yeah,
no
there's
more.
that. That's true. All right, people. What movies are you excited about this year? Are you kidding me?
Is there something good coming? Is there something exciting coming out soon?
Oh my goodness!
Talk to me. What?
It is hard to not think about that much.
What?
That's the most exciting movie I've been about in my life. Like,
Which movie?
stop being a troll. You're still trolling.
Star Wars? That's like
Actually-
in December.
Star Wars is.
Episode 9, baby. I know you're excited.
They haven't even done like a teaser trailer for that yet, have
They
they?
just leaked some images,
Yeah,
apparently.
Official posters have been leaked.
Oh,
Well,
that's
it's
cool.
like I think it's like an early draft poster. Yeah.
I gotta go look at
You
this
know who's
stuff.
on there?
Who?
Everybody. Except
Ray.
Han Solo.
And
Why is Han Solo?
Oh man! Oh no! Spoilers.
No, I'm sorry. At this point, if you don't know some of these things, then you're not a Star Wars fan, so it doesn't
Why?
matter.
That's not okay.
it
No,
is-
they might not have been able to see it
does
yet.
have-
In 3 years?
It does have something that looks like C-3PO with Chewie's bandoliers on it with a bowcaster.
That's correct.
That sounds like a made-up troll poster.
No, it's supposed to be legit. And Lando's.
Which one?
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't see him.
He's not on the poster, but he's on the accompanying leaked images.
Oh. I didn't
Donald
see
Glover?
that.
Or
No, Billy D.
no?
Yeah. He's wearing the yellow
That would
thing.
be
He kind of
cool.
looks like you, but he's got a cane.
Looks like you.
I mean, except, he's more African American than you, but he's,
thanks.
It's the outfit, the yellow with the cape or whatever. He's got a cane. He's standing there. It's a leaked
Do you
image.
feel like this is like a big fire hose of fan service then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where they're like, you want it? Old Star Wars?
What have they got left?
Also,
You know what I
new
mean?
Star Wars. It's everything's in there. There's like 6 Death Stars. They blow each other up.
They're doing some serious backpedaling, apparently, from what I hear from Episode 8, because it seems like they're course correcting a course correction, and I'm like, what is going on? Why can't Star Wars fans just be fans of what Star Wars is right now?
You would think that
I agree with what you just
I don't
said.
know what's going on.
you would think though that with Game of Thrones out there, that Star Wars fans wouldn't be like that, because Game of Thrones is like, do you like this character? Do you like this character? That's what Game of Thrones says all the time. And you think that Star Wars fans would be
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
like, if I was a Game of Thrones fan, I'd be like, I really like that character, but I'm not going to say anything because they might kill them.
When they first started talking about the new Star Wars movies back after they got done with the prequels, and then they went back to doing 7, 8, and 9, talking about doing that.
Sure, but there was like a big chunk of time in
Yes, there
between.
was.
There.
I wanted him to use, and I was so not happy that they were going to disregard all of the extended universe stuff. I thought there was so much good stuff out there that they should have used it. After I got over that, I've been like, hey, fine, whatever, man. It looks cool. It's Star Wars, and it's within the Star Wars universe.
I guess I
and-
just watched this story to see what happens.
Yes.
I don't have a
exactly.
story in mind. Do what you want.
Yes.
I mean, there's things I think I don't like. There's characters I don't like. Yeah, I can find flaws of logic in the new ones, but I'm sorry, it's idiotic to go and find all these flaws in the new ones and pretend that the first ones didn't have these same kind of flaws.
Right.
For example, just the whole Death Star
Proof.
having a single spot on it that easily you could fly into.
Well, they explained it away later on, but
Oh, sure.
That was a design. That was a flaw. That was
Sure,
purposefully
but they
designed into the
backpedaled
thing.
to do that sort of thing.
I just think it's like, if this
how
is
long
the
did
movie
Luke
they're
train with
making-
Yoda, and yet at the same time, it's like 4 hours on Bespin. There's all kinds of weird stuff. If you
Sure,
want
sure.
to look for it, you got to turn your brain off sometimes with these movies.
That's the problem. That's what it is. In my opinion, the
wasn't
problem
4
with those
hours on
games is
It wasn't as long as Luke was getting trained.
You don't know that because while they were in the space slug, there's no time determination factor there.
No, I get all that. I'm not trying to make an
They were
argument here in
hiding
one
from
way.
the
I'm just saying
rebellion.
that you can find
Coming
little
from the Empire.
flaws in all these movies if you look for them.
sorry, you guys lost me.
going,
A couple of sentences ago, y'all talked about some like Mandalorian, and you said a slug or something, and you lost me. There's a space slug?
Yes.
Stop.
What's
He
a
knows.
What's the space slug?
You've never seen Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I've seen them all. What's the space slug?
The thing.
They land on that asteroid and it's in their mouth.
Oh, I think they like go,
Yes.
and then they eventually escape from it, like
Yeah.
on a moon or something.
Yes.
Got it.
What does that thing eat is the question. But anyway,
Space rocks.
Rocks.
I just don't care about that. I go and I have a good time and I watch the movies.
Again, I think that the issue, in my opinion, is too much transparency, which makes people feel entitled to know everything. And at that point, then they feel entitled to have input into that thing. It's not your movie. Somebody else, many other people, who are all filmmakers, are making a film. If you don't like that movie, that's fine. You don't have to like it.
True.
But you also don't have the right to demand change. I think that's what blows my mind. And it's all this. The movie is a year out almost, but we have leaked photos. And people are poring over them.
Yeah.
It's actually the point where television shows can barely have surprises anymore. Because they
I just,
like to,
you know,
because they
there's
like to put
too much
clues
transparency.
that later on when you watch it, you go, oh, wow, that's awesome that they put this clue in earlier. But now we have the internet hive mind and they figure that out. And so there's been some TV shows where I was spoiled on major things because people guessed it. And I was like, yeah, that's probably true. And then it was true, but or worse, a TV show, people will see that people are guessing it. They're like, no, that's not it. It's actually, I don't know, this.
You have to watch TV shows that are so far past having already jumped to the shark that they don't care anymore.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I just finished Z Nation, the fifth season of Z Nation. Oh my goodness!
What's Z Nation? Is that like another?
It's like
Walking Dead type thing.
Walking Dead light. Yeah.
Is that the one that's set in UK?
No, it's actually set in Washington State. That's where it's filmed. I'm sorry, not set. It's set everywhere.
You like it?
Yeah. First couple of seasons was not bad. Third season was okay. They're struggling.
And you saw 2 more seasons after that?
Fourth season, it's one of the
I'll stick around for that
series
one.
where when I was done with it, I felt relieved that okay, I don't have to.
Are you one of those people like if you start reading the book, you won't put it down kind of people? Nah, forget that, man.
He's definitely that way with TV.
No. If I start a show and I'm not captivated,
I want to see how it ends.
Yeah, someone just said, be careful that there's endgame spoilers out there already.
If I really? Oh.
Well,
if I open up a book and I hit a word I don't know, you out.
What? You realize that's part of the usefulness of books.
No, sir. That is the usefulness of dictionary books. I don't want to learn no new words from your novel, okay? Just entertain me. And if there's something in it I don't like, when you put out that second edition, I expect you to change
We need like a graphic
for me.
That will like flash on the screen that says he's trolling again.
We can probably
Roy,
make that.
Roy, if you could build that, I appreciate it.
We could definitely do that. All right, anyway, we probably have 1,200 questions about something else.
We're just jumping. That was our Star Wars topic, which wasn't even, that is not my most anticipated movie, which
Star Talk.
Endgame is my most anticipated movie.
Star Talk.
This year, I want to say there's another movie I was looking forward to, but I can't remember. I'm actually looking forward to Stranger Things. That trailer looks pretty cool.
You like that?
But okay, what do you call it? Quick, what's it called? This or that?
Quick fire round?
Rapid fire.
Who cares?
Give some rapid fire.
This or that stuff.
Give us 2 things. We'll pick one. If you pick 2 stupid things, we'll not even mention it. So
you can get with that.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. That's what we're
Z Garcia or Jorge Garcia? Let's ask Sam which one he'd rather play with.
One of them's famous. One of them is famoso. The other one is
that a real
some
word?
guy who's how do you spell the other guy's name? Jorge? How do you spell that? Got it.
Jorge.
It's a joke.
Why is it a joke?
Sound like a question to me.
Yeah.
Somebody got it.
Luke or Spock?
Luke or Spock?
Spock. Which one? Spock is Spock?
Yes, I'm gonna go with Spock because Spock seems capable. Luke, look, I love Luke.
Luke was whiny.
He was kind of whiny for a lot of those
Spock
movies.
Is
he was
awesome.
awesome in Return of the Jedi.
Also, I like my television without emotion.
I really
Luke has the Force.
Yeah, but I really like Spock in the Con, the movie, both of them. No, he didn't do that. That wasn't him. You're like a puffer fish there. Okay, anyway. Goobers or sugar babies?
Neither.
I don't know.
Nasty.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like either one, actually.
I'm sorry. I don't. I know. I've seen Goobers. I don't even know what sugar babies
Lion
are.
King or Aladdin?
Aladdin.
Lion King.
Aladdin.
But I like them both.
I like Aladdin better. Robin Williams was amazing in that show.
Mustard or ketchup? Mustard. By a mile.
Ketchup. For wait, for what?
For
anything.
Ice cream,
No.
Cheerios,
No.
Avengers Endgame.
Stop the trolling. You're going to go too far. You're not going to be able to stop.
He won't come back.
I'm broken. No, mustard is the best, man.
Come to the light.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Coke.
Probably Pepsi, but I don't care. If I go to the store, if I go to a restaurant and I ask for one, which is rare anyway.
Specifically Coke Zero.
If they say, we don't have that, get the other one. Yeah, but that's different. Coke Zero and Diet Pepsi are very different.
Right.
I haven't had it back to back, I guess.
Coke and Pepsi are very different.
Bluegrass or jazz?
Bluegrass.
Yeah, I agree.
Jazz is...
Although jazz is such a wide thing. There's some jazz I like better than others.
That's true. That's
too
true.
eclectic.
Bluegrass is a narrower
Trolls or highway tolls?
If you don't pay the toll, then we don't get no rolls.
I'm going to go with the trolls, I guess.
Well, I mean, it depends. I would rather pay a highway toll sometimes than have to deal with, like, real trolls who are actually out to bother you.
Yes.
It's funny.
Because I'm a troll, like, I don't even know. I mean, that's sort of like catch-all term, but I'm being a dork, right? I'm, like, just being
dork
silly.
troll as opposed to...
Like, the harmful, just like...
Oh, yeah, they're the worst.
I want to upset people troll, right? I want to push people's buttons. I'll pay the toll.
It's pretty funny. We got some people in
you don't pay the roll.
in this area. We have the Florida Turnpike system, and you got to pay the tolls to get it. It's all automatic. But I know at least a few people who flat out like, I ain't paying the government nothing. And you're like, great, thanks for taking 20 extra minutes to get to our location because they refuse to go on the toll roads.
People, they should probably pay their federal
Bad
taxes.
theme or bad art?
Bad theme, 100% of the time.
Yeah, I agree. Bad art really just keeps hitting you in the face the whole game.
No. The
Okay,
theme
okay,
will
yes,
fade.
Yes. You're correct. I was thinking, which would you prefer?
Shazam or Endgame?
Rather nothing. Neither of them.
Sure. But, huh?
Shazam or Endgame? Obviously Endgame, but that's another movie I'm looking forward to is Shazam.
Shazam, I heard, was not bad, actually. Some of the early reviews were like, yeah.
Well, the trailer looks fun.
Yeah.
The trailer looks okay.
It looks like a fun movie. I don't think it's going to be that
I think that's
groundbreaking, but I think
I've heard
it's
it's
just
more
gonna
of
be
a
fun.
comedy than they let on.
Sure looked like a comedy in the
I think
trailer.
it's like really like very much a comedy. So
Death by fire or death by drowning?
By
fire
or
I
fire.
think like you burn.
I'll go with drowning, but yeah, if it's by shooting, then I'm taking that one.
Yes.
No, yeah, that's
Salty or sweet?
Salty. I think.
Depends the mood.
It depends. Yeah.
That's the mood I'm in.
Both.
Probably like at the same time.
Yep.
What about like bitter? Like a bitter taste. You like bitter stuff?
Bitter isn't salty though.
No, he's
I know,
asking.
I'm
He's adding a
asking.
third option.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't like bitter stuff.
What about sour stuff?
Ooh. See, now we're getting somewhere.
No.
Well, that's all I got, unless you want to throw umami in there. But you know,
Tasty. No, like a savory.
savory. Yeah.
Well, that's usually salty. Okay, anyway. Mechanical arms or legs?
Arms. No. Both.
I would have said neither before I said both.
I am now an android.
I would not mind being a cyborg.
Mechanical
But you would
arms.
never be able to feel love again.
Run faster.
Yeah,
stronger,
if I lose
better.
If I lose the ability to feel, like those things entail no nerve endings in those extremities, then legs. Yeah.
I think legs would be more useful too. It'd be like, I'm going to go to work today. A quick
Yeah, I
jog.
want to lose the ability to like feel. You know what I mean? What if I
Man,
stop getting
technology-
shocked? That would be a big loss to
That's
my
the thing.
character.
You would stop getting shocked.
Bob
I
Ross
might
or
actually get
Mr.
fried.
Rogers?
My circuits fried. What was it?
Bob Ross or Mr. Rogers? Mr. Rogers,
I'm
man.
really
Bob
that's
Ross
something I'm
for
also
me.
looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing Tom Hanks play Mr. Rogers.
Oh, yeah, I am too.
Looking forward to that. I'm
he,
a Tom
like-
Hanks fan, but
like
not
a
so much Mr. Rogers fan.
Guest
But
in Avengers. Endgame?
Toy Story 1, 2, or 3?
one.
3 is my
I
favorite.
don't remember 3.
One. The OG.
I think 2, maybe. I really liked
It's
2.
the only two-
What was the first one that featured the cowgirl?
2.
Jessie, is
Yeah.
that her name? That one, I think I like that best.
Toy Story is the only trilogy I can think of where I think I like all the movies almost equally, except, well, Lord of the Rings, but that's one movie. But Toy Story, I mean, even I just saw the trailer for 4, and I was like, okay, but man, did I not think it needed a 4th movie.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
I'm going to watch the 4th one, of course, because it's Toy Story.
You still have kids.
Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory or Charlie in the Chocolate Factory?
Could care less. I've only seen the first one anyway, I think.
You haven't seen the Johnny Depp one?
And I don't care.
See, the problem is
I think
that
I preferred that one. It just is a better production.
it's a better
quality.
production, although I think, what's his name? Gene
Wilder.
Wilder did a better Willy Wonka.
Well, he did a more, I think, amicable Willy Wonka.
No, he turned on a dime. Like, he was mean at parts, too,
Yeah.
which is what Willy Wonka's supposed to be. Johnny Depp was kind of like just Johnny Depp, though.
Yeah, but he was kind of freaky.
Yeah, he almost was like,
He was kind of
Hey,
way.
little children,
he
wanna
was
get in
like
the chocolate
way,
factory?
Way out there. Gene Wilder wasn't that much. Yeah, he was kind of duplicitous.
However, there
but-
was no boat scene in the new movie, which was better since the original boat scene is like a trip into the pits of beyond. You don't remember that scene?
Nope. And from that description, I don't want to remember.
Oh, it's like you're watching this Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and they get on the boat, and he's like, and the winds keep growing and blowing, and you see like a chicken getting its head ripped off. I'm not joking. It's a really horrific scene in that movie, and it comes out of nowhere.
It's just another reason that you should like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory instead.
Oh, other than that, okay. All right, well, that's it, folks. We got to end because we got
We're
to
going to end with a dead chicken? All right.
All right, fine.
that's one
Okay,
way to
last
do it.
one.
Disgusting.
Last two. Let's do two more.
Okay. Alien overlords or cyborg overlords?
Cyborg.
I agree because aliens out know what they want.
That terrifies me.
Yeah, but you don't really know what the cyborgs want either, and they might be harder to kill than the aliens. I'll go with alien overlords.
Nope.
Steamed or
cyborgs probably have technology that's maybe better than us, but not by millennia. You know what I mean? For all you know, aliens have technology that's better than yours.
Yeah, but you could just sneeze on them and they'll die.
but a virus.
I really doubt that they made it all the way here.
Did you
and
not
don't-
watch War of the Worlds?
Which is fact.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Steamed or fried pot stickers?
Steamed. Actually, they're both good.
It all depends on the mood I'm in.
I think I go with steamed.
As long as
usually.
there's kimchi inside, I'm good either
I
way.
just got a craving
When's the
for
last time you
that.
had a kimchi one?
I just got a craving for that Orlando place. Their pot stickers.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Can we drive up there tonight, Papa?
Just for pot stickers.
A 4-hour drive.
I'm gonna jump
We
in the
got that.
private jet.
Goodbye.
Alrighty, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll be back on Monday, Q&A with one of us. And Tuesday, we'll be doing a live play of a game. And Wednesday is Dice Tower Deep Dive with Carcassonne. So lots of stuff going on. So keep an eye out for that. You can sign up for Dice Tower Retreat. Come play games with us. Until next time, I'm Tom Bassel.
BestSellerRetreat.com. I'm Z Garcia.
I'm not going to flash a URL at you. I'm Sam Healy. See you on the flip side.
Don't be flashing nothing. All right.
Bye.